Hey, what's going on? I just want to give you a quick pizza dough recipe. It's very super simple. You're going to need 1 packet of Rapid Rise yeast. You're going to need a teaspoon of sugar. What you're going to do is get lukewarm, room temperature water. You're going to fill it up in a pint-sized glass, and you're going to add this packet of yeast and a teaspoon of sugar. And let that set on the counter for maybe about, 3 to 4 minutes. What's going to happen is the yeast and the sugar are going to activate, and you're going to get this nice brown looking, bubbly, foaming, active yeast. All right, so you're gonna do this. Next, you're gonna get your 1 bag of flour, all-purpose flour. I like the all-purpose. I could use it for multiple things. I could do pizza. I mean, literally, I do this for the pizza oven. I think it's super simple. So you'll take that, you're gonna add it into the bowl. Okay, half of it. And then you're gonna pour in yeast. Okay, I also have some more water here. I put that in, I shake that around the cup, pour that in, and then I'm gonna start folding it around, mixing it up, okay? Just like that. You're gonna, it smells just like bread as soon as you put that yeast in there. And then you're gonna start playing with the dough. It's gonna be a little wet, so you wanna add a little bit more in. You wanna squeeze it around, work the bowl, fold it, fold it, fold it, fold it, squeeze, 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 all right? So just keep working it around. All right, kind of like a plaster in your hand. You're just gonna keep working it and working it and working it and working it. And you keep adding the flour. And you keep getting harder and harder to mix, right? So you're gonna get to the point where you're like, hey, it's kind of more flour than there is dough. So then what you'll do is take some extra water, add it in, all right? And you're just gonna keep mixing in the flour and the dough. Okay? Let's keep pushing, 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 pushing. All right. And as you can see, it's starting to become dough, right? And all I'm doing is just squeezing it, pushing it down, squeezing it, pushing it down, squeezing it, pushing it down in the bowl. Just like that. Okay, I got a little flour left. I'm gonna add that. Okay. I'm gonna add some more water. And I'm just gonna keep mixing. This is a big batch. I'm making the 1 full bag because I want to be able to make some dough balls and freeze them. Okay. So I have more on hand when I am done. So right now you see it's very, right? It's like dough, but it's floury. So you're gonna wanna add some more water. So I'm gonna fill up some more water. And that's it. I mean, you're just basically gonna keep adding water, and then you're gonna get it into like a consistency of where it's like a rubber band, but very, like a paste-like rubber band feel. So I'm just gonna keep working in the flour, in the water, and pushing and squeezing. Push down, squeeze your fist. Push down, squeeze your fist. What I mean is, I push down and I squeeze my fist. I push down, squeeze my fist. Push down, squeeze the fist. Right? And then, all of a sudden, it's gonna become, the more you squeeze and push down, right? You're gonna have this amazing, doughy, plastery looking fill, right? So I'm gonna get rid of my bag here. Get both hands in there. And I'm gonna start working it and folding it and pushing it down and pushing it down. This whole process does not take long, all right? So as you can tell, what are we in? About 4 minutes here. I've already got my nice rubbery feeling dough. Look at all that, right? So I'm gonna keep working it. And now I'm gonna clean my hands off in the bowl, get all this off. All right, and like I said, it's like a nice, thicky, gooey start of a dough. Peel that off like that. Get your hands as clean as you can. All right, there it is. Again, this is something my grandmother taught me. Very easy recipe, super delicious, easy to make. So I'm gonna clean that off, and now I'm gonna pound in and I'm gonna beat up the dough. So right now, we are all quarantined and we are stuck at home, and I know you have some aggression. So you're gonna have to knead the dough. So all that means is to start punching it down with your fists, okay? And then you'll flip it, then you'll punch the other side. And you're gonna work the dough. Punch, punch, punch. I've seen people use mixers. That's great. I have one too. I still preferred this method here. I punch and I punch and I punch. All right, now look at that. I got one gigantic ball of dough, right? So I'm gonna punch it down a couple times. Okay, and I'm gonna let it punch down. So I'm gonna clean my hands off. I'm gonna set my timer for about 5 minutes, okay? And I'm gonna let the yeast work with all of the flour and the water that I put in here. And it does something really, really cool and amazing. It just turns into dough in about 5 minutes. And then the best part is kneading that. So we're gonna add some olive oil and we're gonna really start punching in the dough, and you're gonna see this transform right before your eyes from this, weird looking ball, okay? And it's gonna become dough. So let's just let that run out, wait about 5 minutes. I have everything off of my hands the best I can. Okay, so I'm gonna give them a quick wash. Just use some water. You don't want to use any soap or anything at this point because you don't want anything absorbed in your skin that will transfer over into the dough, and then it's gonna taste like your dish soap, and that's just not right. So I got my hands nice. Give them a quick little pat down. Okay. There's that. I have my olive oil. Best thing I do before I get started, I put a little bit in my palm, right? Because I'm gonna be working with this. I don't want it sticking again. Put in your palm, give it a nice little wash. So now your hand's a nice little greasy olive oil, right? See that? But here's the coolest part. So it's like a moisturizer too. It's like nice, real olive oil on your hand. It's nice, all right? And the reason why we do that is so that when we start working the dough, it's not gonna stick to your hands, and this is gonna actually help bind everything together as well. So it's a definite big part of this. You're gonna put now in here, put in some oil, all right? And now you're just gonna start punching down the dough, and you're gonna start beating this up, and you're gonna see this turn right into a nice, big, huge dough ball, in which we will let rise throughout the day. All right, once we get this pounded down and made to the point where we're happy with it, and I'll show you what that looks like. Throughout the day, you're gonna put this covered, okay, in a window or near a window where the light comes in, or somewhere warm in your house. And what you're gonna be able to do is you're gonna see the dough keep rising out of the bowl. So what do you do with that? Very easy. You're gonna push it back down. But right now we're just kneading the dough, moving it around, okay, working it as much as we can. And we're going and we're going and we're going. The more you knead it, the better off the dough is gonna taste, in my opinion. But here we go, just keep kneading it, kneading it. I'm gonna add a little bit more oil. Voila. I got about maybe 3/4 of a cup of oil in there so far. Okay, push down, push down, push down. And you're just really gonna keep punching it. Right, like I said, you got frustration, start pushing it. Start punching it, whatever you gotta do. Get your anger out, okay? So when you get this done, all right, you're gonna keep working it, working it, working it. Look at that. You have this great, gigantic size ball of dough. Look at that. Whew. I'm still beating this down. I'm gonna keep pushing it, punching it for about 3 minutes. You wanna do that. Squeezing it with your hand, working in the dough. Knead it, knead it, knead it, knead it. Just keep working it. Can't go wrong with it, folks. Can't go wrong with it. So, keep working this. You got about a minute left. Tell me what your favorite pizza is. My man over at NEPA Pizza Review He's doing awesome live, how to make this, how to make different pizzas. He has the Lloyd pans, which are really, really great. But everybody's asking, hey, how do I make a quick, easy, cheap dough? Well, here you go. Okay, so now I am completely pleased with this. I got one giant ball of dough, okay? It's nice, it's together, has great, okay, pull on it. So now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna leave this in the bowl, okay? Use the rest of my olive oil. I'm gonna pet the dough, okay? Grease it all the way around. Grease all of my sides, right? Okay, and what that happens is when it starts drying, that won't crack on you. It'll stay nice and, moist, okay? So that is it for that. Now, I'm gonna get a nice towel. I'm gonna cover this. I'm gonna put it somewhere warm in the house, okay? So for me, I put it right in the oven because I just baked. It'll stay there throughout the day. It's gonna rise. Oh, forgot one thing. This one's for you, Graham. Whenever she makes this, she does a cross, okay? Just like that. It's a tradition. And then this is gonna rise throughout the day. And every time you come and check on it, you're gonna push it back down. You're gonna do that 3 to 4 times, and then your dough is done. So check back. Hey, what's going on? It's Pizza Ron, and this is part 2 of the video of how to make an easy dough. All right, so I made the first video about 9 o'clock in the morning. I pressed the dough down twice so far, and this is the last one that I'll be, putting it down. So like I said, it stays over here, and it rises. See how I came up the top here? So now all I'm gonna do, I'm gonna get a little bit more olive oil, put it on my hands again. Great for the hands. So make sure, put that on there like that. And then I'm just push the dough back down like that. Just keep on going. Now look, when I tell you, look at that. Look, ooh, that is a good dough, all right? So I'm gonna let this rise one more time. I'm gonna give it the cross, like my grandmother did, see that? Yep. Let that rise, and then I'm gonna start cutting it up and bagging it so that I could have pizza balls and doughs ready all during the week so that I could enjoy my pizza at home while I'm in quarantine. So I hope this video helps. We'll have one more segment of, when we cut it and how to make the pizza dough in the circle so that you could start making some pizzas at home. All right, here we are. It's the final push down for the dough. As you can see it over here. A little olive oil on the hands, okay? Again, that just helps it from sticking, okay? Take that. Check this out. So, I did this twice today. This is the final one. See how it looks like a big mushroom in there? This is the dough. I mean, it just keeps rising. You push it down. All right, so what we're going to do now, again, we're just going to push it in, work it in, roll it, okay, spin it, and that's it. Now I just have one gigantic dough ball, right? And that's it, folks. That's as easy as making the dough for your pizza. Now, and let me just do this over cost, okay? So a bag of flour, very cheap. One of these dough balls frozen from, one of the, grocery stores, $2.50, $3, right? So for all of, I made all of this for under $3. So it's definitely worth it. So now what I do is I take it from here, all right? Get my dough ball. It's about the size. And then I'm gonna roll it. All right, make these little dough balls. And this is the size for my pizza oven that I do outside, but that's my dough ball right there, okay? Then I take that. Again, I put a little olive oil on them. Like this. I get my freezer bag, because I'm gonna have lots of pizza while I'm here in quarantine in the bag. And then I'm gonna freeze it. So that's that, folks. And then when I want it, I take it out from the freezer. I let it warm up again over on the stove. I take it out, put it on the tray like Jim showed you in his videos, proofing the dough all day long. Get a nice one. But that's it, folks. I hope you enjoyed the easy pizza dough recipe. Stay safe. Pizza Ron. So finally, I just cut it all up. I got my dough balls. I have 5 dough balls, okay, again, for under $3.50. This is my final one. I have pizza tins. Tomorrow I'm gonna make double crust and some other ones. So you take your dough, you're gonna roll, I mean, if you have these, but if not, you can just leave it in the fridge, okay, and just let it wait until tomorrow until you make it. Or if you're doing it tonight, you just wanna proof that tomorrow. But I take it, I put it into my tin, and I push it down. Okay, and that takes the form. All right, put the lid on it, in the fridge. But here are the ones I'm freezing. I have them in the bag, 12 ounces, matches just like the store ones. And that's it, folks. That is, again, the simple pizza dough recipe by Pizza Ron.